Good morning, traders. This is John Kennedy with RJ O'Brien. Just to give you a quick rundown of some of the grain markets. Grains are trading slightly lower on the day. Corn about half a penny, and wheat and soybeans about 5 cents, so respectively. It's very interesting, much anticipated report week here, especially for the grain markets. Beginning yesterday with the export inspections, which came in once again very high for soybeans. Corn were also impressive, but just slightly above expectations, and wheat were slightly at the lower end of analysts' ideas going into the day. Also, a little bit later in the day was the crop progress. Both corn and soybeans were slightly lower than anticipated, but just by a few percentage points. At the same time, they were in line with the 5-year and 10-year progress averages. Also, for the week, the winter wheat progress on as far as the plantings were up 2 percentage points, so that's favorable as well. Looking ahead to later in the week, obviously we have the USDA grains report on Friday after missing due to the government shutdown last month. One thing to keep in mind as well, on Thursday we have third quarter GDP, and Friday morning with the grain report is the unemployment jobs report, so it's definitely be an action-packed end of the week. That said, with the moves in some of the grains, you may have some short covering heading into Friday's report, and definitely some position repositioning. Another factor to keep in mind is some of the larger banks, one of the major German firms, and Goldman Sachs are beginning their long December roll this week, so you may see some pressure on the closer term contracts. Going to the crops individually, the beans, once again, export inspections have been very high, so that has been giving them some support as opposed to the corn, which are at 3-year lows. But once again, it remains to be seen even if the USDA is bearish on Friday with corn, how much of that has been factored in. Interesting, like I said, 3-year lows, but the open interest is at the highest since March. So there's going to be a lot of people positioning themselves in that market to take advantage of, the news that's on Friday. So, there's a lot of opportunity out there. Obviously manage your risk well. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Futures and options on futures involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Have a great day.